So as I mentioned, my name's Christina. I'm a UX designer, and tonight I'm here to tell you a story about a woman named Emma. So to set the scene, who is Emma? Emma is 30 years old. She works full-time for Spotify in marketing. She lives in inner city Sydney in an apartment, and she lives a very busy social and work life. One of Emma's key passions is fashion. She absolutely loves fashion and staying up to date with seasonal trends. As a result of this, and having such a busy life, she does a lot of online shopping. She uses online shopping to shop for new clothes, bedding, and towels. There are some key reasons why Emma loves to shop online. It can be done when it suits her. It's way more convenient having items delivered to her door. She finds that she can view the whole range at once. It's easier for her to navigate through different options and find other suggestions. She doesn't feel that pressure from sales assistants like you do in store, and she finds that the process is a lot easier and faster for her than going into physical stores. She also knows what she likes and what suits her, so she's confident in shopping online. A problem that Emma faces is the fact she lives in such a small apartment in Sydney. She has very limited space. She's short on storage space, but she wants to reduce clutter and keep things clean and tidy in her apartment. As a result of this, and the fact she does a lot of online shopping, she often does a cupboard clean out every 6 months, as she finds that clutter is really overwhelming and it becomes hard to find things. After she does one of her cupboard clean outs, she feels free, lighter, and a sense of relief. There are a couple of different things that Emma does with items that she decides to remove from her cupboards. For items that could be used by someone else, for things that are valuable and in a really good condition, she'll sell them online using platforms such as eBay and Facebook Marketplace. She has a few problems with these platforms. She finds them time-consuming, people can be unreliable online, and she has to go to the post office, which she doesn't often have time to do. If items are valuable and in good condition, she'll often hold on to them and give them to friends in need. If items are in a usable condition, but they're not as valuable, she'll donate these to a local charity. When she donates to charity, convenience is absolutely key. It needs to be close by, she needs to be able to drop off things at any time, and she needs to know where these charity services are located. For items that are no longer fit for purpose, she reuses as rags. However, there's only so many rags that you can have. So for items that she doesn't hold on to, she puts these directly into her household bin. When she puts these items into her household bin, this makes her feel really guilty every single time. This is because she knows it's not the correct way to dispose of them, and it's directly going to landfill. The reason she's doing this is because she has no idea what else to do with these items. Recently, Emma found some facts that really shocked her. In Australia, 6,000 kilos of textiles are dumped into landfill every 10 minutes. More than 500 million kilos of unwanted clothing ends up in landfill each year. Curbside collection services don't recycle clothing. Only 15% of clothes that are donated to charity are actually resold. And charities, as a result, are having to send up to 30% of donated clothing and textiles to landfill each year, which is costing them millions of dollars. Emma chatted to her friends, and she found that a lot of her friends were in a very similar situation. They were also living in small apartments in Sydney, and they often did cupboard clean-outs a couple of times a year. They also did selling online, gifting, or donating for items they no longer needed. No one knew what to do with items that were no longer fit for purpose. They were all really time poor. Convenience and ease was key when they were selling and donating items. They were aware that items going into the bin are going to landfill, and they all wanted to contribute to reducing the damaging effects on the environment. They felt frustrated, like Emma, that there was no education around material recycling, like there was for other things like bottles, paper, and cardboard. And they felt that there was less awareness around textile recycling, as there was no advertising for it. Emma decided to do some more research. It was then that she came across an app called Retextile. The app read, "Recycle your textiles by using our door-to-door pickup service. Receive a payout in return for recycling your items." The next time Emma went through one of her clean-up processes, she decided to try out this app. She went through her usual process, which was step 1, pull out items from cupboards that she wanted to remove. Step 2 was sort the items into 4 piles: the sell pile, gift pile, donate pile, and the unfit for purpose pile. She was looking at the unfit for purpose pile, and this is where the Retextile app came in. As it was Emma's first time using the app, she decided to check out how it works. There were 4 clear instructions that she needed to follow. The first instruction was to scan the items using the inbuilt scanner to see if they could be recycled. Step 2 was that Retextile would deliver boxes for her to package her items. Step 3 was for her to package her items into the boxes and follow the instructions on the box. And 4 was Retextile would come to her to collect her boxes when she'd received her payment. She was ready to get scanning to see if her items could be recycled. She focused the scanner frame over her item and hit scan item. Good news, the item could be recycled. She added this to her recycling cart. She had 2 more items that she wanted to scan, so she proceeded to do this. It was good news. Both of the additional items could be recycled. She was now done and ready to check out. She checked that the items were correct, and so were the quantities. It was great because she could see how much value she would receive for recycling these 3 items. It was then time to select her payout option. She could see that there were 2 options in terms of receiving payout. The first was receiving funds directly into her PayPal account, and the second allowed her to select an environmental campaign to donate to. She was interested in the donation option. There were 6 environmental campaigns that she could choose from. She decided to scroll through to see what was most relevant. She liked the look of the Oceans and Reefs campaign, so she clicked on it to find out more. She then was able to read more about this campaign and see that there was a target goal of how much was to be donated. She decided to help to contribute to hit this goal. She was then ready to proceed through the checkout. She entered in her details and proceeded to box delivery. It was then time to select the day and time. She was going away, so she decided to choose a day in the future, coming weeks. The 18th of April was a day she'd be working from home. She had a few meetings in the afternoon, so she decided to go for the morning time slot. She was then ready to proceed to the box delivery. She checked that all of her details were correct, and she confirmed the delivery of her recycling box. She was then notified that her packaging box would be sent to her on the 18th of the 4th, as she had instructed, and she'd receive a text when it had been delivered. She was also given reminder instructions of what to do next. She had to package items into the box and follow the instructions on the box. Then Retextile would come to her to pick up the box and she received her payout instantly. Emma's retextile box had arrived. She'd followed the instructions, she'd packaged the items into the box, she had sealed the box securely, and she'd scanned the QR code on the top of the box to schedule her pickup.
In the app, it was time to select a day and time to have her recycling box picked up. She chose the 23rd of April, a Tuesday, and she decided to go for the middle time slot this time. She then proceeded to organise for her box to be picked up. She checked that her details were correct, and she confirmed her box pickup. She was then notified that her box would be picked up on the 23rd of April, and that she would be notified by text when it had been picked up. She was also told that she had saved 553 litres of water by recycling her textiles using the app. There was also an option for her to track her pickup so she could stay up to date with where it was at.
How reTextile helped Emma. The scanning feature allowed her to work out, firstly, if her items could actually be recycled. The donation option made her feel good about contributing to a positive cause. The checkout process was very simple and it was familiar. She almost felt like she was online shopping, which she enjoyed. The door-to-door delivery and the pickup service was very convenient for her as she was time poor. The instructions on the box and also in the app made the process straightforward. The online tracker reminded her of which step was next in the process. And the confirmation of how many litres of water she had saved made her feel really good. She then decided to tell her friends about the app, as they'd had several conversations which led her to believe that this is something that could also help them. Some of these key statements included: I would use a textile recycling service if it told me my items could be recycled. I would use a recycling service if getting large items there wasn't an issue. And I'd feel good knowing I'm contributing to a positive cause. The reTextile app helped Emma and her friends recycle textiles that were no longer fit for purpose. The app solved their problem of having no idea on how to actually recycle textiles. They believed that this app could help to reduce the amount of landfill textile waste by providing both education and also a convenient door-to-door service, which made users feel great, not guilty. And that is the end of Emma's story.